So this girl skating behind me is Sonia Lafuente, a real star in figure skating. I believe she's competed in 8 European championships, 7 world championships, 13 Spanish championships, and Olympic games. I think she's won 13 international medals, so she's a real beast. And she's acting like she's gonna be able to teach me how to figure skate today. So we'll see. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. I'm not trying to interrupt. Was just hoping that we could get a few words from you.
Sure, that's a pleasure. Welcome home.
Yeah.
This is where I studied, so how about I come outside, we chat for a little bit so you warm up and then I can try to show you some tricks.
Okay, yeah, learn a little more about where you basically grew up.
Perfect.
All right. So figure skating isn't a typical sport. Like, what made you choose this or pursue this?
It was actually luck, I guess, because I have an older sister and she was very smart, but she was not very good at any physical exercise.
Right.
So my parents decided that they wanted us to practice any sport, and they actually looked for, you know, other schools like gymnastics and swimming, but they were all full. And that exact same year, they opened this ice rink, so there were like 3 spots left, and they put us into skating, and that's where I stayed.
Okay, so it's kind of accidental,
yeah,
but ended up being like the best accident possible, right? When was the moment that you started like setting goals towards making the Olympics and seeing that this was an actual possibility?
I was just doing it because it was fun and I enjoyed it, and I was with my friends and everything. I would say it was more when I was like 15. It was my first contact with the Spanish Olympic Committee because I competed at a competition that is called like the European Youth Olympic Games. Mm-hmm. That competition, you can only do it once in your life because it has a very like a short age range.
Right.
And actually the year that I could do it, it took place in Spain, in Jaca.
Wow.
So my family was there, all my friends were there, and I ended up winning.
Yeah, wow.
So it was a very special moment, and actually I told my mom like, Mom, if I ever go to the Olympics, I will, you know, like get a tattoo with the Olympic rings, and she's always been against tattoos and everything.
Yeah.
And I guess she wasn't thinking that it could happen. So
right.
she was like, yeah, for sure, and I'll go with you and I'll pay for it. So then it actually happened.
Yeah.
She had to come and pay.
And in that time, didn't you have like a really serious injury?
Yeah, when I was around 14, I started feeling like a lot of pain in my back. Yeah. But it was weird because there were some days where I could not even move from bed. But then I would come to the ice another day and I would be totally fine for practice. And then again, I was feeling the pain. And so first, my coaches were like, because they always joke with me like you're so lazy, like you're not doing this because you don't want to train.
Right.
I finally got, you know, like X-rays and scans and everything, and they realized that I had like a small fissure in one of my vertebrae.
Like a fracture, in your vertebrae. Wow.
Yeah. So actually, the first doctor that I went to, he told me like, you know, I think skating is done for you.
Yeah.
But well, you know, athletes, we're very. We know our goals, and there's no way somebody's going to tell you can do it. For sure. So then we went to a different doctor, and I had to be off the ice for, well, they said 3 months, but I was 1.5.
Right.
But you know, 1.5 is long enough.
It's a long time, yeah.
Enough. And then I was another month skating, but without jumping, and I actually had to skate from there during 3 years with kind of like a corset. Yeah, like to hold my back with like
like a stronger back brace, right?
Yeah, that's it. And it was.
They had to be super uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, they actually had to do it because the first one that they gave me was like so tall I couldn't even do like this. And there's no way this is working for my sport, so we got a shorter one. And
shortly after that, so did you move to Toronto before the Olympic Games or afterwards?
Afterwards.
Okay, so this is a big step for you, moving all the way across the world. Obviously, it's like for your dream. Tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, for me, the moment that I decided to move there, it was actually like, I would say the worst moment of my career because I missed the 2014 Olympics. I didn't qualify for them, and I just came from having like my best season. Wow. I don't want to leave this sport hating this sport, but I feel like I need a change, try something new, and so I moved to Canada, and it was actually, I mean, it would be great if I could tell you that they were the best years of my career. Right. They were not. Actually, that first year, it was very tough. It was the first time that I actually felt fear to compete. I moved there like around October, and then in January I went to the European championships, and I remember I put my skates on and everything. I was walking from the dressing room to the ice rink, and all I could think was, I don't want to be here. I need to get out.
Really?
Like, I need to go back. There's no way I can get on the rink.
Really?
And obviously it didn't work out. But I would say that definitely those 4 years that I spent in Canada are the ones that I've learned more as an athlete. You know, I had to relearn to love my sport and love the progress and the process of competing.
Right. So now that you're transitioning into coaching, what are some of the things, well, you said a little bit, but what are some of the things that you tell like up and coming skaters, or just the difficulties that you went through, or the challenges that you had, or the great things? What are some of the things you tell them now?
To reach your goals and to achieve like big things, you have to work hard, and there's no winning without sacrifice, and you have to be very patient, because I feel like now kids, you know, with internet and everything, you get everything you want as fast as you want it, and they you can see that they
forget
don't
about
have
the process.
So you're trying to learn a new jump, and they've been trying it for like, I don't know, 4 days, and they're like, this is impossible. There's no that, like, this is not working. I'm like, you have to be, you know, like, you have to keep trying this and falling for another 4 months, and maybe you'll be able to do it. So that's what I try to teach them the most, that they have to be patient, and that work hard always pays off some way.
Okay, so how does this apply to me? Because you're supposed to teach me to skate, and we don't have 4 months for me to fall, right? So how are we going to keep me to the point where I could do a pirouette?
I'm confident, because I mean, being an athlete, you know your body, and I think you have control over it.
Okay.
Still, you know, it's very different, because the gliding and trying to find your balance is the hardest part.
Okay.
But I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm confident.
Let's go figure it out.
Perfect. That's just for fun. I can push you around.
You can push me
Sit
around.
down and
Hey, if I start getting really bad, then we'll just do that.
okay.
How fast do you normally like? Okay, you're fancy, you're going backwards, like. I'm not even gonna try that fast. Okay, we'll go 1 lap to see how fast I can go. Oh, all right. Ooh, use it right. It's not that bad? Okay. Oh, see. Oh man.
Do you want to try backwards?
Woo! We gotta take you to the court. We'll go in my comfort zone and we can see what you could do.
Okay.
All right.
Hope I'm not that bad.
All right, let's go. Nah, you'll be all right. You're natural. Oh man, this might be dangerous for me.